Hey, what's going on, guys? CNC Cards here, back with another video. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about how to invest in UFC cards and to be successful investing in UFC cards. You know, you think about it, the UFC card market has exploded recently with that deal they signed with Panini. It's an exclusive rights deal. Topps will no longer be doing UFC. It's strictly with Panini. And that was huge for the UFC card market because Panini is the leader in the sports card industry. You know, they have control over basketball, football, they have a little bit in baseball. But, you know, football and basketball seem to be, you know, the upper echelon of the sports card industry and what seems to be the most popular. So now adding UFC into that is just going to only increase, you know, the hype and the value of UFC cards in the future and the years to come. So what I would say is when you're investing in UFC cards, just, you know, from past experience, I started out as just a collector. I never really thought UFC would be something you could invest in, like, you know, basketball, football, baseball. I didn't really see UFC being that. But now that I've seen, you know, all these people that are coming in to invest in UFC cards, and if you look at like the prices of hobby boxes, they've gone through the roof. I was just looking the other day just because I was curious, and I remember buying like a box of 2015 Topps UFC champions. Actually pulled a Khabib auto out of that, was pretty sick. But that I paid like $60 for that. I think like a year ago maybe. And I look, and that thing sold for like $700, $800, and I paid $60 for it. So that, I mean, you look at that now, it kind of just shows you, you know, the inflation of UFC cards, kind of like basketball and football, or hobby boxes, or just boxes in general. They're just absolutely so expensive and so hard to get your hands on, unfortunately. So from a collecting standpoint, that kind of hurts UFC. But from an investing standpoint, that's only going to help UFC. And now my advice when investing in these cards will be not to buy the hobby boxes. You know, that's the fun part. That's the collecting part. Like, who doesn't want to open up a hobby box, see what autos, parallels you're going to get? That's the best, you know, that's the most fun that we had with the whole sports card thing, collecting. But from an investment standpoint, that's not good. Because if you look at how expensive they are now, the chances you're going to make your money back on a box is slim to none, okay? Unless you pull like a 101 Khabib, 101 McGregor, just something crazy like that, your chances of making your money back are so slim. So if you're going to invest, you got to just invest in like singles. You know, Topps doesn't really have like the rookie card emblem on their cards for UFC, but, you know, you just look up, see what their rookie year was for, like, Dustin Poirier is kind of hot right now, Max Holloway, Francis Ngannou, you know, all these guys that are kind of relevant right now. Look for their first year in the UFC or the first time they had a card. That's their unofficial rookie card. Invest in those, or invest in autographs, parallels, things like that. That's where I would focus on putting my money, because those are the cards that are going to grow the most and give you the most return when you go to sell them, rather than taking a risk and buying a hobby box and just not knowing what you're going to get. Like, granted, that's fun, but it's just, with how expensive they are, it's just not worth it. Like, if you take it back a year before all this explosion happened in the UFC card market, I would say, yeah, buy hobby boxes. Take some chances on those, because they were so cheap. You could get like a Topps UFC knockout hobby box for like $120. It came with like 8 hits or something ridiculous. And you know, you had a legitimate chance of making more than your money's worth on those boxes. So that would have been a good, you know, kind of risk investment gamble type thing. And if you bought sealed wax back then and still hold on to it, man, that's a huge return for you now. But if you're just looking to invest now, I definitely would say just focus on the singles. You know, look for their first year in the UFC, their first time they had a card. Buy some of those, because they're, you know, they definitely have gone up in price, but they have not, you know, been inflated or exploded nearly as much as the sealed wax in the hobby boxes. So yeah, like I said, it's not as fun to just invest in singles. I mean, opening hobby boxes is as good as it gets, but if you're looking to invest in UFC cards, try not to buy the hobby box at all right now. Unless you're balling and have all that money, man, go for it. But if you're like me and you're investing on a limited budget, definitely just invest in those singles. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you agree with me, if you think maybe investing, you know, buying the hobby boxes is a little, you know, too much of a gamble right now, and you think, like I do, you know, investing in singles. I'd love to hear your opinion on this topic and what you think of, you know, investing in UFC cards. And like, let me know who you're investing in. What guys are you investing in right now? I'd love to hear from you guys. So as always, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate the support more than you guys know. If you wouldn't mind, if you enjoyed this video, subscribe, like the video. We're going to have a lot more UFC videos and sports card videos in general. Hopefully I'll have some boxes to open for you guys coming up soon, if I can get my hands on them. Not UFC though, because they're a little too expensive, but we'll see what I can get my hands on. But yeah, as always, just stay tuned for more, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.